YouTube, hello, how's it going? It's NotSoSuperFraz here, playing some Biomutant today. I haven't heard an awful lot about this game, but I do know it's free on PS Plus this month, so I thought I'd give it a try. I've also seen some people here and there play it, so I thought we'll give it a bash, see how it goes. If this goes over well on YouTube and a lot of people enjoy it, then this may become a series. But this is me kind of doing a little delve into sort of let's play style videos, just in case, you know, I can't do stuff on Twitch, so I'm trying out some different things, and I want to try this out for a little bit. So we'll have a little try of it, maybe kind of do like the first little section, see what it's like, and as I said, if this goes over quite well, then this could become a series. Also as well, just before we kind of get into the game, we're pretty close to 1,000 subs here on YouTube at the time of recording. We're at 981, so by the time this video goes out we could be at 1,000 or very very close. So if you haven't subbed yet, please do hit like, sub, and hopefully by the end of the year we can be at 1,000, maybe even sail past it if this video goes well. But other than that, let's get into the game. So we'll do it easy, because as I said, I've never played this before. I have seen it a little bit through other content creators, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, look at this little thing.
Encode your DNA.
Right, so we can choose from 6 briefs. We've got Primal, Dumbdawn, Rex, Hyla, Fip, and Murgle. So Primal's nimble, so I think Primal's pretty much just a sort of all-rounder. Dumbdawn has a hybrid offshoot that can compensate for lack of mental prowess and physical strength, so that'll be more of the kind of, yeah, that's the hard hitter. Rex is a hybrid outcast, so it's good for kind of good offensively and defensively. Hyla is a regenerative breed, a hybrid with G mutation, making them tough and resilient, so they've got a bit more kind of health and armor. Fip is a highly evolved kind, so that's going to be more the kind of like caster like one, and Murgle is like evolutionary lineage, has gone in a direction where form and appearance have dominated over function. So I think this is so that's is pretty much more your kind of bartering one. Let's go Fip. So to find your character start an attribute, to see more detailed.
Define your genetic structure.
So this is obviously going to be a bit more of a kind of caster sort of thing. So I think we'll go about, yeah, we'll go 51 intellect, 50 charisma.
Choose a genetic resilience.
We'll go, well, I could even it out. Yeah, let's just even it out.
Choose your first style.
We'll go with that.
Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class.
Alright, so we've got 5 classes. We've got Deadeye, which is like rogue.
Commando.
Commando.
Deadeye.
So ranged weapons are reloaded instantly.
Commando.
Ranged weapon.
Psyfreak.
So this one you've got. So this is like your sort of spark ball caster. So let's go
Psyfreak. Pick a saboteur.
We've got Saboteur, which is cunning, skilled explorer trained to operate in suburbs and wilderness.
Sentinel.
Sentinel, which basically gives you
Psyfreak. Psyfreak chosen. Sounds good.
Alright.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn Guess left can be right sometimes.
So, from the look of it, your decisions can kind of influence your light and dark. So it must change how the game kind of looks.
Stories
So,
of
like, could be a case,
death
like, your
and the
decisions
bodies
can
left behind.
impact dialogue
A
choices.
reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Alright, new main quest. Meet
Do
the
you
beast.
remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Did he literally just rub it in to go nom nom? Oh, what's this? Right, so we've got Foot Roll, which is purple. So, new main quest, Looper Lupin. Feather Flight. So yeah, you've got gun, you've got monkey kill. No. Oh, ow. Got panther speech, yeah. Melee attack. Parry. Okay. And Rabbit Fury. Got him. So apparently these things don't kung fu. Who'd have thought?
We better make a run for it.
Oh.
This is not the time nor place to end this story.
So we basically just started fighting it today and go, right, see you bitch. I'm out. Alright then. So the combat's quite... So you've got your guns, you've got this key power, which gives you like spark balls, so this could be interesting. Like, so you've got a good few ways to kind of fight in this game. So obviously there will be enemies that maybe
This
can
time,
guard
it
against
was
physical
best to
attacks, but
run
maybe
and
again,
live to fight
weak
another
against
day.
things like that.
Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Alright, Bunker 101. So let's escape the explosion before we blow up.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Okay, well this is interesting. So, evolution gone wrong, so we can move towards the enemy to target them with melee attacks, aim the camera, ranged, reload to press R1. So, ooh, we can do the key spark. Right, let's have a look at key spark. Okay,
Bites
this is
the
pretty
dust.
basic. Right, so key is very broken. Like, key is absurdly powerful. So I think we're gonna go with a key build. Right, so what's in the ammo box? So we have an electric module. So it's a weapon special effects add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it extra damage type as long as the ammo lasts. Equip that. Okay, so we can use that and that gives us a bit more damage. Then again, we've got a key. He's pretty broken. So we've got a medic supply. Alright, health patch. And up's pretty much for the quick menu.
The oil sludges everywhere.
you're
For
getting
most,
sludge.
it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it.
Oh, we've got
Evolution has
a big
its
boy here.
ways.
So remember to parry enemy attacks. Right. Oh, ow.
Your
That
key
was
energy
rude.
is too low.
Rude.
One down soon.
There we go. Easy.
My might not need that now, but you will later.
Oh yeah, and you can interact with some of the enemies. So fallen enemies can be looted for healing items. So if they're highlighted, we can walk up to them, take their stuff. Right, so time to defeat the Rockaboom. So we just go beat. Oh, hello! That was red. Oh, get him out, get him out. Okay, this key is actually super broken. It is absurdly good. Alright, so now we've got to get out the pump hub. That's a very unfortunate name. So, oh, now we've got the iron wall. So some enemies carry large shields. You need to break the shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. So this is where your key will not work as good. So you've got to heal critical attacks. Oh, they've got them. Now the key.
Your key energy isn't up for that. Switched off the lights.
And you're done. Alright, so we've leveled up. So defeating enemies and completing quests will give you EXP. So you can level up to raise one of your attributes by 10. You also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the Wung Fu. Didn't I say earlier on that they knew Kung Fu? So Kung Fu in this game is Wung Fu. Okay then. So I was close. And then I'll highlight the enemy. Right, let's see what we can unlock. So you can pick an attribute to raise. So we'll go Vitality. Then you get points, so range combat. So you got guns here, close combat, you're unarmed. So we'll go range, guns. I'll get crane dance. Alright, once you have more upgrade points, remember to spend them on perks and special attacks and 1 moon perk menus. Alright, let's get moving.
Look,
Right,
an
so
emergency
claw
box
bar
from
here.
the once was. A rare sight.
So, Old World Claw Bar. And this should allow us to get through here.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Alright, let's get rid of this pipe then. Oh, right, I've got to press square. Fraz, you're a genius. Just standing there, just kind of going, it's not opening. Let's actually press square.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Right, so Rabbit's Leap. So Rabbit's Leap's your double jump. And L3 to sprint.
The MORKS produce
Right,
biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Right, key regen is actually pretty good. Right, I've absorbed a bioblob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bioblobs by defeating MORKS and find containers at various places in the world. So I can unlock special powers with them. Alright. So now we've got to get out of Bunker 101. Here. So what's this?
Toxanol-built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
So, I think the general gist is, like, this is, like, we're kind of in, like, a sort of, not like apocalyptic, but, like, there's pretty much been a disaster. So we've got a puzzle, these are scattered around the world, some open new paths, while others feature rewards. So it's pretty much like, kind of, the nodes, like, kind of making sure they all line up. And you've got so many moves to do it, and, well, this is where I am an expert in Professor Layton. I have completed all the Professor Layton games, so I should be good at this. Pro gamer. Just saying, I'm a pro gamer. So what's this we've got?
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake.
Okay,
they began dumping the
in
toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
So they kept throwing toxic waste into water and eventually hit all the animals and mutated them, which explains our little friend here.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door.
This is a very interesting narrator.
A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
This guy has
It's
such
going
a
to
way
take
with
a bit
words.
of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go.
Easy. Alright, now we can get through. So, airstrike. Perfectly countering an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above the head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch up into the air by pressing L1.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Who needs to launch enemies when you have G? Basically, who needs launching enemies when you have G guns? Oh, hello.
Key energy.
I know, game. I didn't really like it. Right, should be able to just heal a lot.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Right, so follow the old one. Well, let's see if there's any stuff I can pick up here. We'll take it. So I think a lot of it is like restoring, like HP restore. Right, a new friend and old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
To why?
He presents
Oh, he
himself
doesn't
as
even speak
out of
English.
date.
Okay.
He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Oye, bun. Tuvun bunun.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Bubuko vun yunvun.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true.
So, we're the one-eyed Ronin.
The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child,
Oh,
and that
what a
what
surprise, I got it
Looper
right.
Lupin did to your village, your Moomer and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Moomer's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you
Right,
at
so I've
least
got a tree of
remember the
life as
tree.
well, as part of all this. Oh! What's this? Flashback? So, by default, dialogues are set to advance. That's more an accessibility thing. Way back in the long ago. So, we've got talk to best before. What the actual... What is this? I don't like this.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Moomer knows you are here.
I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably
What
did.
is that
Even the
noise?
young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them,
Like, he
the
sounds like
potato people.
Elvis Presley gave up.
The potato people, or NONO, are a wonder,
The potato
somehow
people.
interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Potato people are better.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The NONO prefer to hide in glittergrass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Alright, so glittergrass. So we've got to ruffle the glittergrass. So I imagine that's just... Go on. Go.
You found one.
Oh.
You should be
Thanks,
proud.
narrator.
They don't come out for everyone. The NONO's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Will it grow strong enough?
Only time
I
will
can't get
tell.
over the noises.
At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the NONO as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the NONO,
I'm gonna
and
be
he
seeing
wants
this
you
in
to
my
use
sleep.
his, but asks
Like,
you
I'll
to be
sleep tonight and all
gentle.
I hear is...
The NONO are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Alright, we've got the hoop net. Right, so I've got to catch the NONO. There we go. Took
You
me 17
handle
attempts
that
there.
net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Are you sure about that? I've missed it about
One day,
20 times.
he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
So the inoculated Pensai. So merge the Nono with the tree. There we go.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal. Not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
While you sleep at night, I apologise in advance, and you are welcome to sue me.
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Moomer will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Moomer comes looking for you. You did good here today.
She only cares about one food, because one food is superior.
That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined.
And we're done with the flashback.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days began, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
Is this Final Fantasy 14? Because it's talking about the end of days.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the Second Coming, and our lineage.
So
his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his Octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Oh my lord, these names.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Yeah, move for Boom.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route.
Yeah, move for Boom.
So basically,
the road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
What's this he's giving me? Oh, it's the net! I've got a rod net. Cool. Alright, main quest completed. Another world.
You're getting the hang of it.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Alright, let's get out of here. Come on, quick as we can, pal. Here we are. Oh, look at this. It looks kind of pretty.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
And here we are. Biomutant. That's the game. So there we go, we're out Bunker 101. And I think with that, my friends, I think we will call it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. As I said at the start, we're really close to 1,000 subscribers. And and hopefully we'll get that before the end of the year. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to check out some of the other videos as well. And as I said as well, if this goes over quite well on YouTube and people like it and want to see a series out of it, then I might do more episodes. But until then, see you next time, my friends.